Before your first sweat, it's important to season your Saunder stove. Inside the box, you'll find the stove body, stovepipe, spark arrestor, ash collection tray, heat deflection plate, and a tool and hardware kit. When opening the box, cut carefully and avoid going too deep. You don't want to damage any components inside. The first items you'll remove are the rock basket components. This includes the two long side panels and the bottom plate. Set these aside for assembly later. Next, remove the protective packaging from the stove body. Flip the stove over and unfold the legs from the bottom until they lock into place. Inside the stove, you'll find the remaining components, the stovepipe sections, the spark arrestor, the ash collection tray, and the heat deflection plate. Remove everything and set it out so it's easy to access. The stovepipe consists of 5 sections. When assembling them, pay close attention to the direction. All of the smaller, insert ends should face downward. This ensures proper airflow and prevents smoke or creosote from escaping at the joints. To assemble the rocks basket, start by backing out the screws that are pre-installed on the 2 long side panels. Attach the shorter end panels using these screws. When aligning the pieces, make sure the bent edges seat together cleanly. Once aligned, tighten the screws. Repeat this process for all 4 corners until the basket is fully assembled. In the hardware kit, you'll find the airflow vent knob. Thread it onto the existing screw on the vent. Tighten it snugly, but not overly tight. You want enough play so the vent slides smoothly open and closed. For the door latch knob, start by backing the screw out of the knob. Thread the screw through the latch, then reattach the knob. Tighten it firmly so the latch closes securely. Slide the ash collection tray into the lower slot of the stove. Next, install the heat deflection plate with the bent edges facing up. It may take a bit of fiddling to seat it properly. This snug fit is intentional and helps keep the plate stable during use. Set the stove up in a clear, open space, well away from any combustible materials. Install the rocks basket first. Then firmly place the chimney into the top opening of the stove. Using paper or kindling, load the stove with wood. Never load the stove more than 2/3 full. For a clean burn with minimal sparks, we recommend wood that's been seasoned for at least 1 year, such as pine or spruce, with a moisture content between 10 and 13%. Light the fire, close the door, and adjust the door and airflow vent to get things started. At first, you'll notice smoke coming from the chimney as the stove temperature rises. This is normal and will subside. As the stove heats up, you'll see a patina begin to form on the stove walls, the rock basket, and the chimney. This means the factory oils are burning off. You may also hear popping or notice the rocks basket warp or bend slightly during the heat up. This is completely normal. The base of the rock basket will naturally twist and settle with repeated use. Allow the stove to burn for a minimum of 30 minutes. That's it. Once the stove has fully cooled down, it's seasoned and ready for your very first sweat.